Hi everyone, welcome back to this channel. Today we have a new episode and we start with this preview, and after that we're gonna have a quick unboxing. Feel free to pause the video every time you need. Here are some of my sizes and a closer look of this label. We don't find anything else in the box. In the shot we can see both of them, and we start with the left foot because we want to see if the quality is consistent or not. For those that they are interested in knowing how is this midsole, well, here I did a quick explanation. You should pay attention if you really care about this and the cushioning in general for these sneakers. Please note how much of that midsole we can find it in interior also. It's not too much if you see this picture. I would like to point out that the internal midsole size, I couldn't find it on the official webpage, so I have to search it online. And I personally believe that the producer, it shouldn't hide this kind of information from the public, you know? I mean, it should be everything transparent. You know how much you have on that midsole, you design it, you know how much it is. Just write it there on the webpage. Anyway. Here we can see the sole and the rubber pieces. As you can tell, there are a few of them. For me, less is more. So, yeah. Here we can see the footbed. It has a very thin layer of foam, and under is quite a bit harder, maybe because of the glue. Padding I think is right on point. I wouldn't like more than this. Here we can see the internal label. For me, this particular model from New Balance is very important because this one was the one that made me actually make this channel in first place. After checking here the midsole, I noticed that it's not as soft as I was expecting, and that is probably because they have different kind of density all over the sneaker. So yeah, this could be a reason for that. As we can tell, this midsole has some perforations there, and those are meant to make them even softer in some critical points. In the shot we can see a closer look of this upper, which I believe that is very premium, not too thick and not too thin. I really like it, this kind of upper that they have here. And of course, once again, we see the sole on the right foot. I have to say that with these sneakers, I didn't have any kind of problems with the stitching or the gluing. Everything was on point. Also again, we can see the insoles. This time are both of them. No difference in between them. I really like this kind of insoles from New Balance because the last pair that I had, those insoles last for almost 3 years. So for me this is almost perfect insole. Again, a closer look of this footbed, nothing special there, like I said, thin layer of foam and under a much rigid material. Maybe it is glue, maybe it's something else, I don't know. Here we can see the size of these laces. I like the tips, they are strong enough, and elasticity on them, it's a bit too much for my liking, but still not as bad as they were in the past. So overall I like these laces. As you can tell on this upper, we're gonna find some reflective materials. They are all over the place and I love it this way. And a little bit later we're gonna see these reflective materials on the sneakers, how they perform. On the tongue we don't have them anymore, and I wish they were still been there like they were in the past. As you can tell, this tongue is half gusseted, and I like it this way because it keeps it in one place. I have to say that this upper, in comparison with other uppers from other models, this one is much softer and I like it this way. Close to the heel we have those two patches which are made from rubber or something similar. I usually like to make this part of video with sounds because I know that some of you ask it to hear how they sound and how they feel those materials. Also because a viewer asked me to show how they bend and how they sound. I will do this in every episode from now on. I hope I will remember to do that also. In this shot, I will measure the insoles and the outsoles, and I'm doing this in every episode, so if you want to check multiple kind of sneakers to see if they are bigger or smaller, this way you can check it very easily. These sneakers for me are true to size, by the way. In this shot we're gonna see the weight on them and also in comparison with other sneakers. Maybe some of you need this info. not all the sneakers in the same size are the same for my feet. So because of that, I'm doing this in all my videos. I'm showing the insoles and also my feet. For me, these insoles, they are still good enough. I mean, they fit my feet and the sneakers also. That's why they are true to size for me. We can see how easy it is to take them on my feet or not. You can also see the kind of arch that I have. If you are wondering how is the comfort or the cushioning or both of them, I would say that is better than any Ultra Boost that I tried so far. And in comparison with other models from the past, like 1080 V11 or V10, V9, these ones I feel that they have slightly less cushioning on the heel. In forefoot, I think is the same like it was in the past, but in the back, I don't have the feeling that is the same kind of cushioning. I don't know if it's less or not, but this is how I feel. So if you know me by now, you know that I like max cushioning sneakers. And these ones, they are close, but they aren't quite right there. You know, they don't have enough cushioning to be a max cushioning sneaker for me. In comparison with Nike Fly 5, those have more cushioning than these ones. In comparison with Asics Nova Blast 3 and Trail version, these ones have less cushioning than those. Those are max cushioning for me. Maybe one of the best, if not the best, this year. In comparison with, I don't know, Nike Pegasus 39, for example, those still have better cushioning than these ones. Or just about the same, but I think those, they were little bit better than these ones, because those, they have some air chambers and it made a difference in those sneakers. So yeah, they are just about the same with those. Now, time for pros and cons. Well, for pros, first of all, I like the silhouette, I like that they have reflective materials, and I like overall the cushioning and the comfort. Those are great in these sneakers. For cons, what I don't like it is the price, which is a bit higher than other models. I wish it was even more cushioning that they have already, and I'm not sure I like it too much, the stability on the heel. Being a bit rounded, that heel, I don't like. This is something personal, so it might not be a problem for you. I guess you'll have to check by yourself and see how they are for you. Overall, in general, yeah, I would recommend these sneakers for everyone, to be honest. They are not narrow, so I know they will fit most of the people. They have great cushioning. It's not the best, but it's great, that cushioning. In comparison with many other models from Ultra Boost, for example, they don't even touch these ones because they have less foam than these ones. Here I decided to add a video with my older pair from 1080 version 9, this one. The model is from 2019. I had them for a year now. This particular colorway is rated for women's, but I didn't care too much because they are in blue, so I'm a guy with blue. I don't see any problem wear them, although they are rated for women's. For me, it wasn't a problem. And how they are? Well, I do feel that on the heel, they still have a better cushioning than the new model. So that's why I miss that kind of cushioning. And if you notice there on the back, that heel on the new one, it's a bit more raised. That's why I don't like it. It's a bit too rounded for my taste. Another thing that I like it a bit better in the older model is the sole. It's much thicker and it's a full rubber sole. I mean, you'll see it on the entire outsole. To be honest, I do miss seeing on sneakers this kind of sole. Look right there, how thick it is. You won't see foam exposed on that sole. And that for me is gold, to be honest. All the sneakers, they should be this way, but they always cut the cost and they are reducing the amount of rubber. Just saying, because they want to reduce the weight on them. But I don't see that it's entirely true, They are doing this because they want to reduce the cost, not only the weight on them. You reduce the thickness on that sole and they will last less. Why would you do that, Am I not paying the same amount of money for them or what? Anyway, this will be it. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, please let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe because it's so important for me. Have a nice day and take care of you. See you on the next episode.